Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am OTA Review Romic here, and we only have one thing to do: jump over all the changes in the over-the-air update that's happening, well, today. And as you're seeing this video, you'll know one thing: Thanos is nerfed. So this guy, he can go to hell. Get out of here, Thanos. There's a new meta on the approach, and you're gonna see what nerfs there, well, and what nerfs are coming. You know what? Thanos is getting nerfed. That's the most important part of the game. But how is he getting nerfed? Well, you can see the text right here. We had, at the start of the game, shuffle the 6 Infinity Stones into deck. That's becoming, he starts in your in your opening hand like Quicksilver, like, you know, the leftmost card is taken up by Thanos, and then he shuffles the 6 Infinity Stones into your deck, which makes the deck way more inconsistent, and this is the best thing we could have asked for. Just make Thanos inconsistent, and you can see, you can dig up on the official Marvel Snap Discord, you can find conversations with me saying that this effect should be like that, and people said, no, he should start in your hand like Agatha, that will make Blob smaller. Are you insane? Why would you give Thanos more consistency? That will make him better than anything. But no, people are like, yeah, make him start in your hand like Agatha. That makes more sense. Like, nah, if he starts like Quicksilver, that will be too weak. Are you insane? People are just insane. You have to realize that with the changes. We guys are smart here on the Snap Mania chat. People on the official Marvel Snap Discord usually are not so smart when it comes to changes. So this will heavily hit Thanos. Yeah, but we're not done yet. Double whammy. We have a Time Stone nerf as well. He went from on reveal, draw a card, give it -1 cost, to on reveal, give Thanos -1 cost, next turn, draw a card. Yeah, this is like a huge punch in the face to Time Stone. Now it's basically kind of like, okay, so you ramp into Thanos maybe, and that's it. But it draws a card, so you know what? It's not still that bad. It draws a card, but still, Thanos' new inconsistency may make this even worse. But you know, Thanos has been hit hard. Do I think he's dead? I have no idea. I don't think he's dead. I still don't think he's dead. He might become like a tier 3, tier 2 deck. Maybe not even that, but still, I don't think he's like dead, but I just think he's been hit hard enough, and that's good enough. I want to see him hit, and he may like retain to be a viable deck, but you know what, I'm just happy he's not gonna be probably top dog. Probably, I have no idea. Maybe it becomes the best deck in the game again, even after all of these nerfs. Then we'll just have to remove all the text from the stones until Thanos is just like a shuffle 6 stones into your deck, like just the rocks that do have no effects. Maybe that's the thing they need to do to Thanos if he still retains meta after this. So yeah, now we go to normal changes. Meek is going from a 1-1 to a 1-0, and apparently Meek has been the best card in the game. You know, he has the best stats. He was just absolutely ridiculous. In this card, whenever you drew him, you probably won the game. And Meek being a 1 cost, Morbius was absolutely crazy. But now Meek is going to a 1-0, which impacts him a little bit, I guess. Like, this is more of a touch-up than anything. I don't think this kills Meek at all. Now he's just not a 1-1, and that didn't kill Sunspot. It won't kill Meek. All of these cards are just like still insane if you get them on turn 1. Just Meek, if dropped on turn 4 or 5, just won't have as much value unless you discard your entire hand with stuff like, I don't know, MODOK and that. It's fine. I think it's fine. Meek is gonna be absolutely fine after these changes. Finally, our boy Crossbones is going from a 4-8 to a 4-10. Wow, guys, wait. I have to answer the phone right now. So wait, Colobsidian being a Series 5 cards means he should have 4-10, while Crossbones, a Series 3, should have a 4-8? What do you mean that's unfair and pay to win? Oh yeah, anyway, we're back from there. I just got a call from secondary, and apparently a 4-10 Crossbones is now making the scenes. You know, it took us some time, but there we go. 4-10 Crossbones. Is he now gonna be meta? I don't still think so. He's gonna be definitely better in War Machine decks, and there's some Scar synergy going on. Now you can run Crossbones in like a Scar deck, and we will be trying that very shortly on the Marvel Snap Mania channel. But otherwise, what do I have to say? This is like, it's meh, it's okay. Crossbones is now a way better card, most definitely, but now he can be shanked, which means you might need to run armor in decks like these. It's a change that's good for Crossbones, but you know what? Shang-Chi stonks are always rising up, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the meta, and will Crossbones find a way to make it back into it? And one more guy, Sabertooth, going from a, well, as you can see, a 4 attack guy to a 5 attack guy. Now, does that make him better? I don't know. I don't know. Like, Sabertooth is such a notoriously bad card because he's, what if we had Deadpool, but just not really much payoff? And what if you also die to Mobius and Mobius? Like, what then? What happens then with Sabertooth? I don't know. I just don't think he's still that good. I don't think most of the cards in Series 3 or 2 are that good. But Sabertooth is just one of them that doesn't really fit his archetype. He's not like Bucky Barnes where you just punch him once, you get +2 power on Carnage, and you also get a 6 attack idiot. Sabertooth is like, oh, you want to repeatedly destroy this with a lot of stuff, but then you realize one thing, Sabertooth is just not big enough, and he doesn't give as much of a power boost. Sure he's good, but he's just not as good as any of the other things you might be running. Like Deadpool is just a better engine. Bucky Barnes is better in lockdown-centric decks. X-23 gives you the ability to ramp into maybe Sabertooth, and then you might destroy him, but the moment they play Mobius and Mobius, your deck just crumbles if it runs Sabertooth, because that means now from a 0 cost it goes back to a free cost, which sucks. Like, it just sucks. Sabertooth is a card I really like to experiment with early, and if you're in the early pools, this might be great for you, but anyone in the upper echelons of the game is just like, yeah, this doesn't do much. A change that everyone is hyped for, Angela is getting reverted to a 2-0, and 2-0 is absolutely insane. Like, this is busted, this is broken, this is now the best 2-cost in the game, yet again. Can't wait to see the only 2-cost ever being played is Angela now, which is kind of, you know, annoying. Now Sarah got her win condition back, and this is good for all the decks that just want to stack power early, but now I'm just like, okay, so Angela's back. That means that everything else will now fall in place. Like, Collector won't be as good in low-key anymore, which means all the cards that just want to bounce back into it are also good. That means Kitty Pryde Elsa is now absolutely reverted back to its former glory, besides Elsa being a 2-cost. Now, she's a free cost, but like, you know what? I never really liked that metagame because it really incentivized who drew Angela on turn 2, and it just becomes a really annoying metagame where you're like, okay, if I didn't draw Angela on 2, what am I gonna do? Well, the opponent has their Angela, they're probably gonna armor it up, and you are very susceptible to Shadow King then, and that means Shadow King is back in the meta, and you know what? That might be good for like destroy type of shenanigans, but Angela becoming the best 2-cost in the game once again is something that I don't think everyone really wants. Maybe you guys want to, but you'll see in a month what'll happen to all your 2-costs that you like running. Like, everyone's talking about Silky Smooth, but the only thing I'm seeing is, okay, so Loki gets Angela, and Sarah does too, and no one still plays Silky Smooth. Like, that is gonna happen. I just have a feeling that is gonna happen. And finally, Baxter Building is going to from +3 power to all the other locations to +4. There you go. What an amazing change. Don't you just want to get it because Fantastic 4, not Fantastic 3, even though, like, Reed Richards really isn't that fantastic. He's Mr. Fantastic, but he's like Mr. Average. What can I say? I read some of the comics. Man, Reed is kind of a dick, isn't he? But those are all the changes, boys. There's not much more to say. There was your quick overview of the patch. What do I think? A nerf to Thanos is a thumbs up from the boy. The revert to Angela, we'll see. I'm interested to see. Maybe she's like worse than I think she is. I just think she's gonna become the best 2-cost in the game again, and then we're gonna have this talk in a month where we talk about, okay, so Angela's back to being a 2-2. Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? I mean, we'll see. It really depends on what they really want to do. Like, that nerfed Thanos indirectly because those decks are inherently good against Thanos because of Angela. But you know what? I'm not a prophet. I don't know. I'm not gonna decide anything. We'll test things out on the channel, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it. And I was Romic, the leader of the Snap Mania. Peace out. Love you all, boys.